Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Shark, you have a new conference coming out. You've spoken at many conferences before. Now this one is for the home services industry. So first, tell us, what are all the niches within the home services industry that should be showing up to this conference?
So there should be attendees there from so many different verticals that are in that space. You've got bath and kitchen remodelers, you've got HVAC, you've got windows, solar, roofing, home security, lawn care, bug and pest, electricians, plumbers, gutters, flooring. If we think all of the things that service all the industries that service the home, that's kind of the market that we're talking to.
All right. So you've not only spoken at a bunch of conferences, but you've also done a lot of marketing consulting with large corporations, medium-sized corporations, and a lot of these folks you just listed, I'm sure, need some sort of help with specifically with marketing. So I know that's one of the topics, but tell us a little bit more. What are they going to get by showing up?
Sure. Well, I've worked directly for some billion-dollar brands in the home services space, and I've also worked with some smaller businesses that are trying to get to those, billion-dollar numbers. But really, I think we're trying to focus on a few things that are going to help these businesses grow. One, it's lead generation just is part of it. That just goes with it with any business, but better marketing, including digital marketing, better sales advice, better operational efficiencies. We're going to talk call center. We're going to talk canvassing, shows and events, but primarily a big chunk of that too will ultimately result in better customer experience for the people that they serve.
Yeah. And so to get to those topics, tell us about some of the speakers you got lined up to hit them.
Yeah, so we have some really killer speakers coming in. These are a lot that I have handpicked that are the keynote stage. We also have a lot of people that I know and have networked with over the years from the National Speakers Association, some well-known names in that group that are actually keynote speakers. But one of them, for example, is she is the CEO of a small business in Denver that is a plumbing and HVAC company. She works as a professional speaker. It's amazing that I don't even know that I knew that until a few months ago. And she's going to be telling a lot of stories. Another is a gentleman who started up an eco-friendly lawn care brand. He is an OG in the National Speakers Association, was a recording artist, and he tells a bunch of stories on stage and even plays a guitar. And he is, in the weeds, literally and figuratively, talking about this in the conference. And I think it's going to be great. And I work a lot in it. My buddy does, that is also a big part of this show. There's another differentiation expert that's fantastic. We've also got some topics covering social media. We may bring in some of these wayward influencers. I know one in particular, I think his name is Tucker Trey is his name, but he's going to be talking about, or maybe it's Trey Tucker. I'm not sure. I don't know much about the guy, but
rhymes with that, at least
rhymes with that, or something like that. But anyway, so it's that kind of advice that we're going to be able to pull in. We also have some fantastic panels with people that are living and breathing this stuff, who are running the business day to day, and they're going to be giving some great advice as well.
Here's my favorite part, and this was, I was totally shocked when you thought of this. I don't know where you ever came up with the idea, but it's quite clever. Where is this going to be?
So we were going to have it originally. We were focused. We had contracts in hand. We were going to have it at a beach location because I was going to get a diving trip in before. However, to make it easier on everybody, we put it in a location that's basically one flight away from anywhere in the world. But to stay on brand with this goofball named, nicknamed Shark, I had to have it at this beautiful 1,200 seat auditorium ballroom at the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta, Georgia, which also is one of the largest aquariums in the world. It has massive whale sharks in an aquarium. They have a different shark exhibit that's fantastic, that has all kinds of sharks, but it is a fascinating venue. It is a state-of-the-art facility for meetings and events. And then if you walk out, you see this massive aquarium that's known all over the world. And so this event is happening February 27th and 28th at the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta, Georgia in 2024. If you want to find out more, you got to go to homeservicesgrowthsummit.com. That's homeservicesgrowthsummit.com. One more time for those that are slow, homeservicesgrowthsummit.com. We'll see you there.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.